Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sohaima and today we are going to be going over an article on Vogue.com about the must-have 2025 minimalist handbags that are especially popular for the end of spring kind of and this summer. So I'm not going to go through every single bag on this article. So the article is linked in the description. So feel free to check it out. We're going to go over some of my favorites, and there are three categories. There is like the overall favorites of Vogue for this summer. And then there is the under $350 category, and we'll see some of my favorites from there. And then the overall just like a long list of whatever prices, some of my favorites from that category as well. So first off here is from the must-have list. And what I've noticed is I'm seeing like this long rectangular bag is like kind of coming into fashion. It's like a clutch. Like I'm used to seeing like when people go to weddings, they have like this little long clutch, but now it's like in bag form. And on this list, there are three bags that look really similar, but kind of different. The first one is the Alaya Lee Teckle textured leather tote for $2,350. And it looks pretty similar to another bag on this list, which is the Kate Spade Grace shoulder bag for $298. And these two also look very similar to another one on this list, which is the Freya Mercer bag for $298. I guess this like elongated bag style is now what's coming into style. I kind of like it, kind of don't know how I feel about it. I might need to own one before I have my final verdict. But there were two bags on this list that I just could not understand why they were priced at that much. The first one is the low medium flamenco clutch for $2,850. And it just looks like just not something I would get for myself. And another one on this list that I really, really did not understand was the Nuas Dorado 2.0 suede shoulder bag for $895. It looks like I could honestly make that myself, and I might have in my childhood. Anyways, I want to keep the vibes kind of positive and look at the bags that I would buy. So again, feel free to check out this article for yourself. But let's move on to the next category of my favorite bags that are under $350. So first thing we have here is the JW Pie Harley shoulder bag for $89 from Revolve. And I really think this is a cute bag. I love the asymmetry. And yeah, I would get this. And disclaimer, I don't know every brand in the book, so I'm really sorry if I say some of the names wrong, but hey, hit me up. If I loved your bag, I will learn how to say your name correctly. Next up, for one of my favorites, again, is this long rectangle style from Marge Sherwood. It is the soft baguette bag, and honestly I can appreciate a name like baguette bag, and I kind of like these more than the ones that we saw at the beginning of this video from Kate Spade or Alaya. It's a little bit taller than those, so I think that's why I like it more. And the last one here on the under $350 price list is a bag from Mango called the braided leather shoulder bag, and I liked it because it looks kind of large and it reminds me of like going to the beach in summer, and I wouldn't mind taking a bag for under $350 to the beach. And I like that it's braided, and it just reminds me of like I don't know, the early like 2000s. So yeah, I like that bag. So here we are at our third category, more minimalist handbags at every price. So the first one on this list that I like is the Saint Laurent Lee 5A7 supple small shoulder bag. And I really like the shape of this one because it's a little more square, and I like that it's still like kind of small and cute. and not like the typical YSL bags that a lot of people carry. And that one is priced for $2,650. Another bag that I like here, not because like it's like aesthetically like pretty, but in case you need a tote bag and you just have a lot of money to spend and you don't want people to obviously know what you're carrying. This bag is from The Row and it's called Marlowe 17 tote bag, and it goes for $4,300. And like you just wouldn't know why it costs that much, and if you bought it, people wouldn't even probably think you're carrying a $4,000+ bag, but it just screams I'm not screaming. It screams my bag is so expensive and it is a freaking tote bag and I could afford it, and I bought it because I just wanted to. I just really wanted to. And you have no idea what brand it is unless you know, unless you watched this video from Sohaima. Now, the next bag on this list, which I could understand a little more why it costs $4,450, is the Balenciaga Rodeo Leather Tote. And looking at the pictures on the website, I really like the size of the bag. I love the color options that they have. They have like this darker green, black, and like this beige. Let's see what they call that. They call it latte. Okay, and I really, really like the size of the bag. I like that it's a tiny bit more recognizable if you know Balenciaga bags, but it's also not screaming like I don't really love logos on things. Maybe a pass for like the YSL bag, but I like the shape and size of this Balenciaga Rodeo leather tote. The last one on my list here, and please go check out the article because they have a lot more bags that I just didn't mention. I'm just mentioning the ones that I would actually probably buy and like. Well, last but not least is the this bag from Katie. Katie? I hope I'm saying it right. Let me try one more time. Katie? Since I actually like this bag, let's learn how to say it together.
Kate.
Oh. Oh.
Kate.
My bad. You just say it. Kate. Well, hey, we learn something new every day, and I'm learning about this brand today. This bag from Kate that costs $2,600, and it is called the Audrey crossbody bag. And I love me a good crossbody. I think maybe I don't know, maybe because I like went to high school in the late 2000s, early 2010s, and crossbodies were like the thing. Like I love a good crossbody, and I like that this Audrey crossbody bag comes in multiple colors. And looking at the site, looking at the model carrying the bag, I love the size of the bag, and I really love a crossbody that you can have the crossbody or you can take it off and kind of use it as a clutch. So Kate, spelled really weird, Khaite. Hey, feel free to sponsor me. I just learned about you today and I love you. Love at first sight. But yeah, this is probably a bag that's worth the price, worth the investment, worth buying for the summer. And I loved looking at this article. I love talking about fashion with y'all sometimes. It is a part of who I am. This channel is literally my essence. So thank you for joining me and getting to this part of the video. I can't wait to see my other videos, like reading my Reddit stories or my divine vibe checks or whatever I'm up to, little games, little fashion moments. I love manifesting these positive vibes with y'all. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.